I always smoked weed when I was young, and when I built that first studio that I was telling you about, when I was 27, it was taking forever to build it. I was smoking weed and I was just getting lazy and not doing it. And I decided I'm gonna quit smoking weed until I finish this project. And after I did that, I felt better, I thought clearer, I was getting things done, and then I pretty much quit smoking weed from there. Now I have all this energy and my mind is more clear, so I'm always working because I can now. Hey, Miss Ken Kong, I am an audio engineer, and we are at the Boom Boom Room Recording Studios in Largo, Florida. Not only am I an engineer, I play bass, I do some DJing. I play a little bit of everything, but professionally I can play bass and I can DJ. Everything else is just for fun, to make beats, have fun with it. Of course, it started with the Casio keyboard and then hitting record on the cassette tape, and it just grew into, made a setup in the garage. Still just hitting record and picking up the whole room and doing it like they did it in the 40s. And yeah, just built from there, made my own, the popper stopper, putting a sock over it, typical like everyone else, and starting with the computer mic, starting there and then just working up and just built and brought it into the bedroom. Probably my first studio actually built outside of my house probably wasn't until I was 27. It was my first time I got a storage unit. Set it up in there, did all the soundproofing and everything, and that's when I really got started with trying to make money and doing it for a living. Everything I've ever done, I've done some really cool stuff, and it's really hard to say because everything that I've done has been so cool. Some of the opportunities, I don't know how I got myself into. I wouldn't even want to say that that's my favorite highlight or whatever, because things keep happening, and that's what is amazing, is I keep growing. Keep doing cool things. I had an opportunity to go with one of my favorite rap groups, Field Mob, to T-Pain's house outside of Atlanta, Georgia. We hung out there for 5 days, and that was a shock to be there. And you reach some of these things sometimes and you think, oh, that's the biggest thing I ever did. And I did more cool stuff. I got to play bass with Lazy Bone on tour, got to play bass for Bubba Sparks, JT Money, some other people, and then you think that's it. And then build my own studio and it's successful, then I think that's the biggest thing I ever did. Recently I started DJing for Adam Calhoun. I'm like, oh, this is the biggest thing I'm ever gonna do. So maybe it is, maybe it's not, maybe next year something more will come with it. So it's really hard to say what my favorite is. I've just done a lot of cool things, and I try to worry about what the next move is and not really sit on old things, even though they're really cool. It's a constant growth. And hoping there's more to come next year. Projects I have coming up, me personally, I'm just staying busy at the studio. I'm getting into video production now. Trying to learn how to do video editing, starting there. Right now I'm touring, DJing for a kids dance competition. Leave out on the weekends, and I'm home during the week so I can do all my studio stuff here at home. Next year, should be back on the road with Adam Calhoun. We don't have dates yet, but we're prepping for a big tour next year. That's pretty much where I'm at right now, is the music videos, staying busy in the studio, recording artists, and traveling, DJing. My favorite music is the hard, heavy metal, but I make country rap music. My band is Around the Bonfire. We're putting out a music video every month. I'm using my band as a way to be the guinea pig, learn how to edit videos and get into that. We've dropped one album, and now we're just kind of doing the singles thing, because that's where the world's at today with the digital market, just pushing a single every single month. You can see all of our music videos on YouTube, Around the Bonfire Music. We have 2 vocalists. We have a whole band full of awesome musicians. We have a show coming up next month. It's a rock show. Typically we do like the hip hop shows or the country rap shows, but we do a lot of singing, have a lot of instruments, so we can fit in with a rock show. So we'll be doing a rock show here in Largo, April 22nd at Heartwork Media Group. I'm so boring.
This still the same on 2-step, bro, change my sank, no regrets, dancing in the rain. the day that we met. Vision was right, execution went left. When shit hit the fan, I showed you the steps. Got used to the taste of count cigarettes. Swallow your pride, move on to the next. Woo! They calling for rain in the forecast, but the sun shines on a dog's ass. Lucky draw, no drawbacks. Luck of the draw is what I call that. Hey, so baby, gon' fall back.